Daily Fantasy 5 for Thursday, May 9th. This is episode 79, and today we have some returning basketball players, some NBA playoffs to talk about, some baseball players to start and to sit, and we have a little daily fantasy talk for you for basketball. Tonight, we have two games. So, before we get started, let's thank our sponsors, www.mathradio.com. Please check them out to help your kids ages 7 through 17 do better in math class, to help them get better grades, receive higher test scores, and even help them get into college with one of the SAT courses. Once again, that is www.mathradio.com for an online math course for as little as $9.99. Go there today. All right, so let's get started with the NBA. Malcolm Brogdon came back last night to help the Milwaukee Bucks finish off their series with the terrible Boston Celtics. So in his return, he played 16 minutes. He was 4 for 8 from the field. He was a plus 14 on the court. He had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. Not too bad of a game for Malcolm Brogdon. I expect him to get more and more minutes as time goes on, but this was a nice way for him to get his feet wet and return to action. So in their next round matchup, I would expect that he's going to need to play at least 20 minutes a game, and I would expect him to have good fantasy value going forward. So keep your eye on Malcolm Brogdon. All right, there's two matchups tonight in the NBA. In the playoffs, we have Toronto -2 at Philadelphia. 8 o'clock tip on this game. Toronto is up in the series 3-2. The over-under is 212.5. The players I like on FanDuel are J.J. Redick. Over at Roto Grinders, he is a 7.23 multiplier. Wow, and he's only going for 4,300. The player that we like least is Jimmy Butler in this game. He's going for $9,800 with a only 3.91 rating on Roto Grinder. So I would be avoiding Jimmy Butler and starting J.J. Redick in this matchup. The nightcap tonight is Denver at Portland. Portland is favored by 4. Denver's up in the series 3-2. I expect this game to go the distance to go 7. So I'm going to go ahead and take Portland minus the 4 points. If I didn't mention, it's a 10:30 tip, and the over-under is 215.5. I'm going to go ahead and take the under in both games. Under in both. Last night, the overs hit. We ended up pushing last night. We hit the Bucks -9, but we lost our parlay because obviously the Celtics did not win. So we went 500 last night. So again, I'm taking the unders in both games. The Toronto game is 212.5, and the Portland game is 215.5. So I expect a lot of defense out of these games tonight. Players to start in daily fantasy tonight. I would be starting Will Barton at $4,600. He's the second rated player on Roto Grinders with their multiplier system at 6.37. So give Will Barton a start at 4,600. Player not to start is Paul Millsap. He's going for 8,100 tonight with only a 4.17 multiplier. This guy has gone from 4,800 at the beginning of the matchup to 8,100 now. That is almost double his salary. Pretty crazy stuff. All right, that's it for basketball today. Let's move on to baseball. The worst pitching matchup, or best if you're talking about the hitters, is the Mariners at the New York Yankees. That is Mike Leake going against Happ. All right, so this is a 9-run over-under with a -120, meaning they don't want you to be betting the over because they think it's going to go over. So I expect a lot of runs out of the Mariners and Yankees game. So I would not be starting Mike Leake in this matchup for the Mariners. Who I would be starting is Rich Hill from the Dodgers. So the Nats and the Dodgers have the lowest over-under in Vegas at 7 runs. And Hill is the projected best pitcher of the night. In my rankings, I want to be starting Rich Hill of the Dodgers. I also want to be starting Cameron Maybin. So my 2 picks for tonight, my pitcher is Rich Hill, and my position player is Cameron Maybin from the New York Yankees. And the 2 players I am sitting tonight are Mike Leake of the Mariners, and I'm also going to sit third baseman Anthony Rendon of the Washington Nationals. He is way overpriced, and he's 0 for his last 11. So until he comes out of the slump, let's be sitting down Anthony Rendon. All right, that's it for the Daily Fantasy 5 today. Tomorrow, we will be back with the recap of the NFC East draft. So stay tuned in for that. Hopefully, it won't be as long as yesterday. Sorry about that. I normally don't go over 20 minutes, but it was what it was. All right, please visit www.mathradio.com. If you're listening on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star review and a 5-star rating and a review. See you next time. Bye.